All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back for another episode of House Money, man. Got your boy Zev, got Rex, Carl Fly, got my boy Zell and Juan. We all here today.
Yes, sir. Let's get it. Season 2.
Yeah.
Season 2.
Yep.
Season
All
2,
right.
man.
I want to start off by I'm gonna explain. We took a break last week, but we back, so we got y'all with a lot of topics, and we're gonna start off with our live events, man. And before I start with that, I want to give a thanks to everybody that showed up and supported us for them live events, because they was real lit, man.
Shout
It
out
was
to
lit. We was
Appreciate
live for
everybody.
that. Go check that out if you haven't already.
And congratulations again to one of our supporters for winning the giveaway.
Tex.
Yeah.
Tex.
Oh,
Congratulations,
nice.
Tex.
Yeah, shout out Tex, man.
Shout out Tex.
I hope you enjoyed.
You should have gotten it by now, Tex, if you haven't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Enjoy. Well,
And yeah,
yeah.
keep supporting us, and y'all, we're gonna have many more coming. But so we're gonna start off with WrestleMania, man.
Hey, that was
That shit sucked.
I mean, all right.
That's just
As far as the event itself,
yeah.
it was not all that. You know what I'm saying? It had its bright spots. It was cool, but it wasn't what it should have been. But the live event, like the live stream that we did, that's what made the event good to me.
So y'all
Right.
made the event.
We made it.
Yeah, we made it lit.
Actually, I'm not even gonna lie to you.
First
That
night
first night
was lit.
That shit.
That's
That
lit,
shit.
and I wish we had the video for
That
that.
shit. Hey, what's that turn? Hey, that shit was so. Hey,
Yeah.
nah, that was a cool experience. You know, everybody was over there. You know, we had a good time and everything. The second night was more of a chill one, but you know, that last match with Cena and Cody, that. and
Underwhelming.
honestly, he did. I seen this online. The score of he said he wasn't going to wrestle. He said he wasn't going to wrestle. I mean, yeah, I get that, but come the fuck on, bro. Like that was like half of the match was Travis Scott coming down the ramp.
Stop, right?
That's just like
That was hey.
he
half
took
of
longer
the
than
match-
Aaron
all you hear-
Hallwood.
Bro, and you know what song I'm tired of hearing? I don't want to hear the song no more.
Just come outside.
No, Fiend.
Yes.
Yeah, I do not want. Bro,
Yeah.
I think every
It's
wrestling.
crazy.
I think every wrestling fan that watch WrestleMania has that
No,
song. Probably
It's not even
stuck in
just
their
wrestling,
subconscious.
bro. It's everything. It's car commercials. It's commercials for diabetes
That song is
medication,
stuck
bro.
in my
It's
subconscious, bro. Like
crazy.
sometimes you wake up in the middle of Fiend, you looking around like.
I swear the other day Trump walked out to that.
Hey, nah, but
You want to start like that from that match, and then talk
I mean,
about
no, we can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Let's talk about the Jey Uso and the Gunther match.
the first. Okay, that's the first
Yeah.
match of the first night.
That was crazy.
Yeah, nah,
That was a lit one.
I almost hurt my neck when I was eating. I said, hold up, I can't do it no more. That's all. Nah. But I was happy that Jay won because I feel like he deserved it. You know what I'm saying? Even though everybody was giving him flack, everybody was talking shit like, oh, he don't wrestle good or da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if we're going to talk about him not wrestling good, let's talk about all the wrestlers that did it before him.
Right.
Ultimate Warrior, he didn't have a whole bunch of moves. He had a set and certain moves that he did, and that's how he beat you.
Right.
Okay, Jey Uso spams a super kick. I can understand that, you know what I'm saying? But Warrior, he press slam you, then jump on you, boom, match over.
5 moves of doom.
Five moves, John Cena, 5 moves of doom. Fucking Goldberg, same thing. Brock Lesnar's the only one out of them people, like, he did that later in his career. Before, like, when he first started, he had a bunch of moves. When he got to the point where he knew he can get away with doing, like, the German suplex, belly
smash.
yeah, he can get away with that. That's when he was doing that. But Hogan, the same thing. Like, yeah, like he did, like, oh, damn, I wish we would have. I wish I would have told you about this. I know this. We on wrestling, so I'll bring it up. I don't know if you guys are hip, but I guess this man Hogan is supposed to be doing a actual amateur like shoot wrestling thing.
He's a part of that.
What?
Yeah, it's like they're like, you know how pro wrestling, like actual like wrestling, like Olympic wrestling.
Yeah.
he had Hulk Hogan was starting a organization like where they had that with this pro wrestling, like
the pro wrestlers,
the actual wrestling. I was like, oh shit, like I mean the whole shit how they set it up was whack as fuck, but I said the whole premise of the wrestlers having something to do when the Olympics is not around, or they're not doing like little state competitions, like they actually have something they can do like outside of that that's actually can be labeled pro wrestling without the sports entertainment part in it.
That's interesting. See how that plays out.
But to stay on topic though.
Can I say one thing about the match? My only takeaway, I was watching it on my way to New York, and I was just like, yo, the ending, man.
Oh, you call him sleeper hold?
The ending, yeah, it's just Gunther has been pushed to be this, resilient, tenacious, hard, it's hard to take me down. I had the greatest Intercontinental Championship run. It's like whoever takes me down, whoever takes a belt off of me, beats me, whatever, they gotta do it, die trying, type of feeling. So he tapped so quickly off of that.
He was quick. Yeah.
And so when he tapped quickly, I'm like, yo, me as a booker, if I'm pushing you as a person, but I also want Jay to win, okay, well, how about he chokes him out, and he doesn't even tap, he just passes out. And he's like, ring the bell, he loses because he passed out. That shows, A, he didn't tap out, and he never gave up, so that shows his resilience still. B, then it shows that, okay, Jey Uso still won the belt. On top of that, he earned it. He earned it.
I want to piggyback off that because
go ahead. Go ahead.
What happened after that on Monday Night Raw when Gunther was mad at Michael Cole, and he was like, "At least I didn't tap out," and then that's when he started crashing out.
He did tap out.
But see. I know what they're doing with Gunther. They're making him all right, so he's just an unstoppable person. Now, this is his weakness. Now he has to give back that killer instinct that he had, to get back to that point. Because, all right, let's face it, he's supposed to be fighting your boy at Backlash, Pat McAfee. He's gonna crush him.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Pat McAfee's wrestling?
The only thing though, Pat McAfee, he actually not that bad. He actually do okay when he wrestles. He actually do okay, but I'm saying if you don't know, go look at his Cole. Go look at his match with him and Adam Cole at NXT, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
All right. I did see a little bit of when he was at WrestleMania, the one where Stone Cold came out. Remember that?
Yeah.
I did see a little bit of that. He's got some a little moveset going on. But
it's nothing to go Logan Paul about.
And he could take a bump. That's for sure. He could take a bump. My thing is though, personally, I wouldn't have done that with Gunther.
Finish.
And we can speak objectively, but subjectively, bro, I would have not done that.
Yeah, no, that's
I would have made him lose out of straight, gone out the hard way,
going out like Austin did.
Yeah, and then he crashes out, and then maybe does whatever.
I'm with you on that. I feel the same way, because like you said, they built him up to be this guy that.
So staying on the topic though, what was the best match other than I guess that one that y'all saw
for night one? We can do night one.
Oh, night one is going to be the Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes. Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns match.
Oh, true.
That's the best. Match.
I was gonna tell you. That's the best match of the whole thing. Yeah, I was gonna say that.
That was the best match of the whole WrestleMania
because it was just lit. I remember watching it, right? Y'all explaining the dynamics because I knew about CM Punk. I knew about Seth Rollins, right? And I kind of wanted to know what was going on. Y'all explained the dynamic about what was going on. And as I'm watching in real time, I'm seeing them the emotions of it come out in the match. I'm like, dang,
cool.
Yeah, that was it's fire.
It's deeper. It's even deeper than what you think. Because, all right, I'm gonna say if this was an alternate universe. CM Punk is the one that brought the Shield into on the main roster.
Talk about it.
So if we was in a different universe, if it was him, the match would have really been CM Punk, Jon Moxley, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. That would have been the real match. That match would have been. That match would have like the same. How that match was would have been the same thing for that match. It would have been that same type of caliber because you like it's a story there, and the story was there. CM Punk.
You throw Paul Heyman in the mix.
And Paul Heyman too.
Yeah,
CM Punk and Roman Reigns type of
yeah,
story.
they had it, and that's what I'm saying.
Now Seth Rollins.
And now the twist when he does it.
Yeah, and then you got John Moxley. If he was in that moment, if he was there, would Paul Heyman would have went with Moxley? What if he would have went with him?
Paul Heyman.
I think it still does the same.
Yeah, it's
Paul Heyman
because you know what it would have been.
Yeah,
he would have beat Seth Rollins to the punch of turning because they would have needed that extra. Because Roman Reigns, he was already a bad person.
Another thing, Seth Rollins will be more typically you expect him to turn, right? Or have that.
Yeah, it's obvious.
Because remember, Moxley was the only one that didn't betray. He betrayed Roman Reigns when the show.
Yeah, he
right?
did it.
You wouldn't expect him to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that would have been perfect, actually.
But go ahead.
A lot of questions went out, and when I seen the questions, it was I was like, that's my question. The only question I had, why did he turn? Now, before I say why I think he turned, I want to know what y'all think. Like, why do y'all think Heyman turned? Like, why did he do that?
It's crazy. I can add a tidbit to this, but I'm not sure of the reason why. But I was seeing during the week, right? Like they were live broadcasting like a panel with Pat McAfee and Paul Heyman and stuff. A bunch of people from like, I guess it must have been like ESPN or something, because it overlapped with the draft, I guess. So Paul Heyman was there, right? And Paul Heyman just roasting the shit out of Pat McAfee the whole. I mean, he's saying like stuff to get Pat McAfee in trouble on purpose.
And I'm like,
I'm like, what happened to bro, right? And I remembered that match.
That's
I was
his
like,
character.
that's his character. So I'm thinking like, oh, he's doing this like
staying in character.
They say he was worse at the roast.
The roast they did the weekend.
Yeah. They say he was worse. He said he said
in the trouble. Yeah.
Nah, but
right.
But if you watch wrestling as long as I've been watching wrestling, Paul Heyman has turned on everybody he's managed.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? I had to think about it for a second.
When Brock Lesnar first came, he turned on Brock Lesnar for Big Show.
Yeah.
He turned on Big Show for Kurt Angle. He turned on Kurt Angle for I think
the question will be, what do we think?
His motive behind it. His motive behind it.
Yeah.
Is all right.
Yeah. That was like, why did he turn? Yeah.
Just based off of, I feel like he's probably gonna say, you know, Roman Reigns isn't the same. He's
headed. You're headed there.
He's pathetic now. He done lost everything.
That has everything to do with it, but it's gonna be about the time that he left, and he wasn't there, and then Solo and them powerbomb him through. He gonna make it about you weren't there for me when I needed you to be there. You were my tribal chief. You had your. He gonna have his legit gripe on why he did it, but he knew that. He knows that Roman can't beat Seth. He knows that Roman has never beaten Seth. One-on-one.
That's an interesting take right there. Yeah, I just heard it.
Roman has never beaten Seth one-on-one. The match at the Royal Rumble, that can be the callback because Roman never, because Seth never got his rematch for the belt after that match when he made him. He didn't. The ending that you said that Gunther should have had. That's what happened with Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns when Roman Reigns had him in the guillotine and Seth Rollins never tapped. He kept it in. He got DQ'd.
Yeah, you see. Yeah, because that pushes for more story, and I really thought
that's long-term storytelling right there.
All right, so here's what I said, bro. Like the reason why he turned, I ended up coming up with the conclusion of my own answer. Right, my answer to why he turned was basically what y'all said too. He aligns with winners. Roman Reigns lost his family. He lost his bloodline. He lost his championships. He lost his championships. All he got is his Ula Fala. Now he lost Heyman. Heyman aligns. See, like you said he turned on Brock Lesnar for the Big Show, probably because the Big Show was probably hot at that time.
Big Show didn't even have the belt. Brock Lesnar had the belt. he turned on Big Show because he turned on Brock Lesnar because he felt like Brock Lesnar was smelling his own. You know what I'm saying? He's too big for his britches.
So boom. Okay, well that's Roman Reigns, and then CM Punk. He's getting older. He's at the. Let's be honest. He's got probably like 1, 2. I could probably put it on my hand how many years CM Punk's got left. Yeah. So CM Punk's not going to be relevant. Bro. So he's all about the island of relevancy. Relevant, right? Bro, Seth Rollins is your bet then. Seth Rollins is that dude, that veteran that's probably in this best. Seth Rollins, I could got probably like 10 years at least.
I'm gonna tell you something that's a whole spin on that.
And then you go ahead and add Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker.
All right, so that's why I'm about to tell you something.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's not even in it for Seth Rollins. He's in it for Braun Breaker. That's the person that he wants to really be around. You see, he don't come out. He come out with Seth Rollins.
So he don't turn on Seth Rollins.
Braun Breaker.
All right, y'all. So we stay on the topic though. Anything specifically from like WrestleMania that y'all saw? It was like, yo, that's what this WrestleMania is gonna be known for. Like any specific moment.
The Paul Heyman situation.
Yeah.
Probably just that.
The moment was.
That's what I was thinking about. Yeah.
That's the moment. I said the moment that we're gonna look back and say it's a waste of our fucking time was that damn John Cena match.
That was crazy.
What y'all think about the Flair and Stratton match? Because I thought that was kind of personal, man. People were saying she lost a tooth.
Yeah, she chipped the tooth.
She did, but then she posted a picture the next day, like, "Oh, I ain't chip a tooth." Like that's fast.
Oh no.
She got a dentist on Sam.
Dennis. Dennis came to her. Like,
shout out to her. That's how it happened.
I seen that like people were saying that Charlotte Flair had sandbagged her. I don't know if y'all know what sandbagging is.
I know what sandbagging.
Sandbagging is like let's say that like you want to lift me up and do a F you on me. I gotta have to help you and jump myself.
I see what you mean.
Like if I don't jump to help you, you're gonna struggle more.
Yeah.
So that's sandbagging.
Oh, I see.
So they were saying she did that. It kind of seemed like she was doing the whole if you're gonna take my place, you're gonna have to earn it. You gonna earn it.
Charlotte Flair is just in a weird space in her life right now. So
midlife crisis?
Not even midlife crisis. She got a lot of personal shit going on that is affecting her.
I think Tiffany mentioned in her personal stuff.
Nah, but see, that was because we talked about it the last time we brought it up. Charlotte is the reason why I even went there.
Yeah, she said she said the squeaky voice that started it.
Yeah, I said Charlotte is why I went there, but like, you know, it's coming because she don't even change in the same room as them anymore. Like, she feel like she's above it. So it's like people gonna look at you a certain way.
So she ego tripping.
Yeah,
it's crazy because it's like.
I know the angle they're going. Like, they should do the triple threat match on Mania, like a ladder match.
Yeah.
Oh, why would they do that?
They saved the best for last type shit.
Yeah, but then they put it on SmackDown, and then people, watch it, but it's still like, damn, like.
But yeah, that was wrestling though. That was wrestling. That was wrestling. But it was a big event. It was 2 days, and it's been a while to talk about it, so it makes sense. So we had a what would you describe that episode? A Secret Files episode? We had a Secret Files episode. We had an underground episode. Yeah, Street episode that didn't make it to YouTube, so we apologize for that.
The live event on that.
Sheesh.
Until we got.
All right, but we're gonna move on to the NFL draft because we got a lot to talk about with that. As far as the live stream, it was a great live stream.
Until we got chopped.
If we got chopped
though.
We got Rico'd.
If I'm gonna talk about, I just want to bring up 2 key points out of that live that made me laugh. Rex was like, "Hey yo, y'all gotta stop saying certain stuff because we gonna get beat." And then I said the N-word with the ER.
Yeah.
He was like, "Come on, bro." Then Zell over here, it's racist, man.
I
I'm just saying, bro. This nigga over here be yapping. This nigga, bro. His I don't even know if I can say this on YouTube.
I'll be wilding.
It's racist.
Yeah, I was saying some.
Bro, hey. But I knew what the point he was coming from.
Yeah, I was mad.
It was definitely some things.
Let's talk about what I was talking about though. Let's bring that up.
No, we'll get there.
So it was he was definitely making points because like we are gonna get to that point because overall when you think about it, some bullshit. But overall, as far as the live stream, bro, like we was wilding out like in a good way. Like,
it was amazing. Yeah,
we had a lot of fun. A lot of people came through. I enjoyed the fact that people actually stayed
the whole time.
The fact that this nigga Flows made up fucking I forgot what name was it?
And then came up to
Jennifer Aniston. Yeah, he said that shit backwards. Niggas was like
who's that?
Who is that? So then like
what round is he gonna
was like I'm not searching that. So I finally searched it, bro. I said, bro, come on, dog. Like, we really thought it was a person.
That was good. Shout out, bro. That was tough.
Hey, nah, you know what's funny too? He said, the nigga Zeb was like, "See, I know where you guys' name from. I know Bowtie. I know where you guys' name from."
No, you don't.
He said, "Where you get your name from?" He said, "It's an anime."
It's an anime.
It's
an anime. Bowtie said, "That is not what that is."
He's like, I know what you was talking about. But
that is crazy.
He said, "Who Bowtie?" I'm just joking about Bowtie, man.
Hey, shout out all the fans though that came. That was fun, man.
The NFL draft
that was amazing.
A cool experience, you know.
Definitely gotta do that.
I never actually sat and watched the draft, the first round or any part of the draft all the way through.
Shit, me neither.
I never watched it.
I'm a Commanders fan.
It's been a long time.
If all my years of watching football,
it's been a break.
I'm being 100% honest with y'all. Like,
as many years as y'all had a top 5 pick.
Yeah, I cut it off within 10 minutes, bro.
I'm saying I'm not even anticipating my team because I already know my team is not about to, you know what I'm saying, grab it. I'm watching it for the experience.
Your team's
Chiefs.
All right, so we clarified though. Carl is a Chiefs fan. I don't think we actually ever did this and clarified the teams, right? Right. Carl's a Chiefs fan. Rex is a Rams fan. Greg is unfortunately Cowboys fan. What? And then Juan is unfortunately because it's unfortunate for y'all, man. I'm sorry.
He's unfortunate. Cowboys.
It was unfortunate for me that I was a Commander fan until last season.
I mean, if we're gonna be honest with you,
you gotta let me say it.
You never seen me wear this hat.
Let me
All right. Super Bowl next year. We're gonna win. Sorry, year.
All jokes aside, though. You know, I ain't gonna lie, man. I mean, I'd have been on a couple teams. You know what I'm saying?
You said what?
I gotta go through your team history.
I'd moved around like
this dude just.
I don't move around. Hey, I'd rather tell you the truth than lie to you.
That's facts.
Okay, so you're bandwagon.
At least he admits to it.
No, actually,
admitting to it is
actually no.
Yeah, at least we start getting fans.
No.
Hey, no.
This is what we gonna do.
I'm gonna be real.
We gonna hold you like you gotta stay on this bagging.
Right, because you're gonna get Rico.
No.
We gonna Rico you if you change teams again.
Watch this.
Stay on this wagon.
No,
you a chief for life now.
I'm like no. I'm trying to get to that point.
Yeah.
What was your first team that you like as a kid growing up?
This is what I'm trying to get to.
All right, tell me.
I was a Redskins fan. Listen to what I'm saying though.
Okay.
Hey, son.
The reason why I went to the Chiefs is because
the Redskins were some shit. Yeah.
No.
Come on, y'all.
They still hold the Indian moniker.
No, that I mean,
bro, you making it about
so
Indians,
explain it. Well, first and foremost, it's Native American.
Well, you know what I mean. But I'm saying the Native American moniker.
What does that have to do?
The reason. I'm not. No. I'm being. All right. So. I'm being 100%. I'm being 100% honest.
Where'd you get that cup? Hold on. We gotta.
So when it came down to finding out my heritage. What my DNA is made of, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you're a Native American?
I have like it's high, it's like 67.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, what tribe?
It's like
your tribe?
He showed me one time though. And his dad verified.
My dad was telling me I don't know the exact my sister looked it up. My sister looked it up. It's like this area though. No, see, so no. All jokes aside. So when my sister started telling me that, and I'm looking and I'm starting seeing, I'm looking at the Redskin logo, and I'm looking at my face in the mirror. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Okay, I see it. And this girl I was talking to like a couple years ago. Sorry, baby. The girl I talked to a couple years ago. She told me the same thing. She was like, yo, like, have you ever looked into your heritage? She's like, you look like you have Indian in you. She's like, and then I'm like, why do you keep saying that? Like, I'm thinking like, I'm like African blooded, like I came from over the boat. But then when it started making sense, because my skin color is like that color. It's like the same color.
Also, your family kind of tall, low key. So,
you talking about Virginia, like tribes here in Virginia?
You a nigga.
Yeah, no, they definitely.
I just had to put that out.
No, I wasn't discrediting that. Oh, it's definitely nigga there. It's just that it's just an mingle of both. You know what I'm saying?
I did fact check it. Yeah. Okay.
Are you for the fans watching? I'm pretty sure there's gonna be people being like, really tribes in Virginia.
There's a bunch.
There is. Virginia's home to several Native American tribes. And there, y'all can check it up as far as.
Yeah, but no. The only reason why I stepped away from the Commanders because I was like, all right.
We suck.
Chiefs are not that, and I was like, Chiefs are the closest thing to what my team used to represent. So I'm gonna go ahead and run with that.
Man, if only everybody could have that
name, bro.
It just so happened they had Pat Mahomes.
It just so happened.
Oh, hey, nah.
Actually,
all right. So
also real shit.
The other teams I used to fuck with,
yeah.
I'm put on the team.
Oh yeah, let's go.
I used to play Madden, so I used to like play with teams. I'm like, oh, this team's so good. Like,
so it's about who's good, right?
Yeah.
like it's about who I feel is good to me, or like what I like.
Yeah.
So I would say, all right, Commanders. I used to do this team on the East and the West. That was It was the Redskins and it was the Bengals.
They had Jake Delhomme, right?
No, I said Bengals.
I'm talking about at the back in the day when you did like them.
Jake Delhomme?
Bengals, Jake the quarterback.
No, they didn't have Jake Delhomme.
Oh, that's that Panthers? Carson Palmer.
Yeah, Carson Palmer. Yeah, Ocho Cinco.
Yeah, Ocho Cinco.
TJ Houshmandzadeh.
Yeah, Houshmandzadeh was. Yeah, he was cold. I forgot about him.
They had on defense. That's what Sean Springs was on.
Yeah, Sean Springs was going stupid. Yeah,
So me being the person I played with Madden, I'm like, damn, the Bengals is nasty.
Mm.
All right, so
they were nasty back in the day. I can't lie to you.
All right,
yeah,
I was fucking with the Jets.
That's crazy.
That's around the time. That was around the time.
Wait till you hear why.
That was around the time I was fucking with Wisdom Currency and all this shit. So I was like, are we rocking with the Jets? I'm being real.
Get life to the next level. Bro, you're so easily influenced. Like,
it's about what I fucking fucking with. I'm being real.
Somebody said Jet Life. You said Pet. New York Jets is my team.
No. It's like I was fucking with the whole aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole planes and shit. Like that's why they.
Oh, we get way off topic.
No. I think
I love it though. Yeah. It's
gonna be 2 hours. This is gonna check out at the 30.
They deserve it though. It's been a couple weeks.
Okay, just go down.
All right. After that, okay. I'm still rocking with the Commanders this whole time.
Right.
I was like, all right, fucking with the Vikings.
That's so crazy, bro. What type of team?
No. This is when
your NFL heat map is crazy.
This is when
that's too early. That's way back.
Carl, your heat map is like stretching like multiple conferences, bro. That's crazy.
Fuck. He on what's it called right now?
Adrian Peterson.
No, he's on the Falcons right now.
Old as
Cousins, right?
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
Exactly. When Kirk Cousins went to the
Vikings. Oh yeah.
Mad because I was mad he left to go to the Vikings. I was like, because he was cooking.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going with Cousins going. Because that's I was fucking. I ain't gonna lie. I was really fucking Cousins.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but then I seen what he did over there. I was like.
Moral of the story, you have no loyalty, bro.
No loyalty. No, hey, if that's what you want to wrap it up to, then yeah.
That's what happens.
Well, what happens if the Chiefs, like, okay, Patrick Mahomes chooses to do baseball. Chiefs
like,
go 0-8, 0-17.
0-17 then.
Oh, you learn your lesson. You just
I'm fucking with the Chiefs. 0-17 then.
Yeah, you got tired of bandwagon, right?
No, it's not even that. It's just that, you know.
Let me say this though. What I can respect about bandwagoning, right, is when you
at least I didn't say the Patriots.
When you admit it, because I know, right, and Saul, this is directed at you. Saul. This is directed at you. There are people who are supporters of teams that they have never traveled to the city and watched that team play, right? I fuck with that, but part of the reason why that'd be hard to be a fan of is, bro, it's almost like you missing credibility. Like that's why I'm a Commanders fan only because I grew up in the area. So I was like, well, if I ever want to go watch my team play, all I gotta do is just drive up interstate.
And look at that.
But-
now y'all are one of the top teams.
That shouldn't be the clock.
It shouldn't. But what I mean, what I was going to finish off is like where I fuck with bandwagoning, right? Is like you can admit, like, yo, I started liking this team for no goddamn reason,
and
I like that because that's how people actually fuck with teams. They just start liking teams out of nowhere.
Let me say this. Like, Cowboys had a real underwhelming year last year, right? Dak Prescott got injured. Trust me, bro. Trust me. It is not fun when your team is doing bad. It is not fun. I can ask my cousin, call him, and he'll tell you that I was like, bro, I'm about to switch to the Commanders. This is where I'm from. I'm from the DMV. Yeah. Man, F this, man.
I was saying it last year too.
And trust me, like, as much as I say it, I can't. It's something about sticking with your team. Mm-hmm. I tried when RG3 was running everything in DC for the Redskins at the time when they were the Redskins, where he was killing it, and it was so fun to watch. Meanwhile, the Cowboys were kind of not doing at that level. They still had Tony Romo. It was before Dak Prescott, so. I was like, yo, I'm gonna try to be a Redskins fan. I try to watch, bro. It's not the same. I try like when we were watching the first down, like, and seeing them get to the next first down. Yeah. I'm not as engaged.
You tried to switch the Tony Romo era. You tried to switch.
Yeah, well, they weren't doing that good. But check this out. Hold on, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna wrap it up. My point is that it's different. It's different. Cheering for the team that you have stayed loyal to through thick and thin, as opposed to just jumping to another team and just cheering for them. It's different.
Can I say this? I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna say this. I've been a Rams fan since 2000.
You're a real one.
And I never changed. And I hear what y'all saying. I disagree, but my whole thing is that I've been. You can all you want, just clean up after yourself. So when after 04, 05, we like started going downhill.
Yeah.
And bro, I remember being in high school, niggas just laughing, bro. Like, bro, you a Rams fan? Why you a Rams? What, you like Nelly? Yeah, I did like Nelly actually. But the thing was, bro. But I started being a Rams fan around like 2000 because greatest show on turf, bro. Like we had Marshall Falk, Torrey Hall, bro, Isaac Bruce. We had a great team, and seeing them play the way they played was dope. Because when I was young, I always just remember seeing people just because the Redskins all the time. And then I remember people just talking about the Cowboys, and then I'm just like, nigga, you ain't never been to Dallas. But it's like, that's not even a thing, though. But it's like, because I ain't never been to St. Louis, but I've been to L.A. But my whole thing is just that, like, I just like the Rams, and I just stuck with them, bro. Because I remember when we moved from L.A., St. Louis, when we went back to L.A., everybody was like, oh, man, y'all gonna be, like, y'all moved to L.A. I'm like, okay, what that got to do with the team, though? Like, so it took a little bit of time. So we got it, bro.
So to go to the next thing.
Yeah, we got to
to piggyback to off of what he said, as far as, like, when he seen the team, like, all right, bro, I'm off dad bias, bro. Like, my dad like the Redskins. Who you think I'm gonna like?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what happened to me.
So when I started to actually try to, like, I'm trying to find my own identity out of this motherfucker.
Right,
like, I'm trying to look outside my pops. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm like, okay, cool. Let me see.
I dealt with basketball. They was Wizards fans. I was like,
no,
I'm
my
not
dad was
no damn Wizards, bro.
The crazy thing is, my dad is not a Wizards fan. My dad's a Lakers fan.
Yeah, the same.
So it's like, when I'm over here cheering for the Lakers,
yeah.
And everybody's Wizards fans, I'm like, nah, Lakers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that makes sense because me, like, I grew up in New Mexico and Dallas, Texas, so that's where I started watching football. Let's be honest, the Cowboys were never ever asked like the Commanders were ever, whatever. So I get that. That. No, like, let's be honest, like, we never really went like 0-15, We were like 8-8, 7, and so you know what I'm saying.
I've never seen y'all have a.
There was something that helped me there. Is what I'm saying. There was something that kept me engaged.
Like 5 and 10, like around the time I was watching, like 5 and 10.
Yeah,
like,
I think the worst I've seen y'all do is win.
Your point was that, like, you're like, bro, you're not gonna be a Wizards fan. Why? Because, bro, super garbage.
They're garbage.
You can't be engaged when you're growing up. Like, easily Lakers. Let's do it.
No, I said no, but that's based off my dad liking the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Because
let's do it. Let's get it. There's so much.
No,
so much.
No, what's it called? But as far as the top picks, like, what pick do y'all think was the most, like, Like
we do top 10.
Yeah, no, I said out of the top 10 picks, who do y'all think was a steal for the first round?
Well,
Travis Hunter.
let's say who had the best individual pick in round one.
In round one, best individual pick.
I'm not even gonna say Jack.
You go first.
I'm not even gonna say
I'll go
Jack.
last.
We'll start with round one, first pick.
No,
Cam
no,
Ward.
You go first. You go first.
I'm saying as far as who I think got the best pick, I'm gonna say Giants.
With who?
Abdul Carter.
Abdul Carter.
That's
a good shot, I guess.
And the reason I'm gonna give my reason.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying that is because the game plan was always going to be this. The first pick we already knew.
Yeah.
I went for the picks. Low key, I was like 5-0 for the first 5 picks. I just didn't.
You
know.
were actually.
I just didn't.
We have down record. We'll put it in the clip. We'll clip it in.
I just didn't know that.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
It's still there.
Yeah, then that ghost episode, I'm telling you, bro. We was going crazy on that. Yeah, we have it. We just couldn't post it because it was fucked up audio. But yeah, yeah.
So when
The last episode.
So when
Anyway, all right.
the Jaguars traded up the pick, I said, so since they traded up, they about to get Travis Hunter because they traded with Cleveland. And I was like, and then when that happened, I was like, boom, I said that he was going to be the number 2 pick.
Yeah.
And I said, whatever team don't get him is going to get Abdul Carter, Giants, Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, the Giants was playing it smart because they knew they was going to get somebody on defense regardless because the Jaguars are going to let Travis Hunter do that 2-back shit, the two sides of the ball.
Then they kind of undid it though later that round though. They undid it later that round. They traded up to go get Jackson Dart of all people.
Yeah.
Giants, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's a reason why the Giants did that though.
That's pretty stupid though, in my opinion.
It's a reason. It's a lot of stupid things.
Yeah.
You think that'll? Because I was about to say like.
No.
Yeah,
the reason why I say it's not a stupid idea because it wasn't stupid for them. Yeah, they signed Jameis Winston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they signed Russell.
Yeah.
Russell's there to teach that young boy how to do this and that.
Okay, I get that.
Winston is there in case Russell gets hurt. And if Russell and Winston don't show up, then they put him in there.
But let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Dude, they got what?
There's 3.
Yeah.
You know the Browns are in the same.
He's gone. Hey, that nigga
the Browns are in the same.
That nigga back in Jersey.
That's what I'm trying to get to. So when you have for the Giants, you have that. It's for an experienced game, a backup to replace Jameis Winston, the security blanket to help the young guy because he's going to be his backup because Russell's not going to be there after this year.
I was going to say, I actually think
I believe that
Jackson Dart may be second in over.
That's what I was going to say. I don't think they start him.
I'm not saying they're going to start him. What I'm saying is they're using Russell to show him
to coach,
how to do things.
And he will coach him.
And also on top of that, Jameis Winston is going to be there for 2 more years after Russell's gone after that year.
Actually,
so that will be
you actually make a
backup.
good point about this. I kind of missed that. Now we're talking about this. So Russell Wilson and Jackson Dart probably have a more similar play style than said we're going to talk about, bro. But shedeur and Russell Wilson, like they complement each other's play style more than because shedeur doesn't really run like that. But Jackson Dart can get out the pocket. There's plenty of clips of him doing that. So I see it. Huh? shedeur can do it, but he's not known for doing it. Yeah, he does it in the pocket. Like he's behind the scrimmage. Yeah.
So to the reason reason me saying that is that excuse me. Later in their pick after that, the pick that they got after that, they got another piece to add to the repertoire. You know what I'm saying? So the Giants, I said that first pick set them up for the whole rest of the draft. It made every pick that they got, when you analyze it from a real standpoint, it made sense.
It did have a good draft when you look at it from top to bottom.
But that's my pick.
Let's think about Cam Ward going to the Titans.
I already knew that.
That was a given,
right?
Yeah,
because they need a fresh start. So they got to start.
They need a reset button.
Yeah, they need to start at home base.
Travis Hunter and the Jaguars.
Yeah, exactly.
That surprised me.
That was a good trade up for a pick.
It surprised me because 1, they traded up for that. 2, I'm thinking that they were going to try to get somebody to replace
like a running back or something.
Running back or something.
They're trying to win their fans back.
Yeah,
because Travis Hunter is from Florida.
So
that was the big part they talked about after they drafted too.
So dang, that's crazy.
So with those pieces being added to that equation, that's gonna bring more eyes to Jaguar football.
Yeah, and I'll watch.
So
they're gonna end up being on TV
too.
And that.
When the last time you see them on?
I've never seen.
You see them when they play the Chiefs.
I'll give you an example. Right, they were. I remember we all were together, and we didn't even know what the Sunday night game was. We were just hanging out, and we were like, "Dang,
it was like
what's the Sunday night game?" It was like Colts versus Jaguars. You're like, man, every single one of us was like, man, I'm going home. I'm sorry, no disrespect to Jaguars fans, but that is terrible product.
So you had Travis Hunter in that. Would y'all watch?
Yeah, actually, I would watch. Yeah, I want to see how he does.
So the whole thing about this draft, where I noticed, if you want me to give you a whole topic,
you about to ruin what I'm going to say.
No, the whole thing I noticed. Yeah, no, I'm gonna
go ahead.
The whole thing I noticed, all of this is for the viewers.
Yes.
This is for to
100%.
get people's eyes back on football. Because
100%.
you know what football trying to do? They're trying to make it so they don't get the shit that the NBA just went through.
Yeah, because they're very close to that. Actually, they're very close to
this close.
Well,
yeah.
what is it?
They're trying.
It's being
trying
boring.
to get back. They're trying to get back. They don't want to lose their viewers.
The viewers,
because the NFL didn't do bad last season.
It didn't,
it was
especially
close,
because of people like JD5 and all that stuff made it more exciting.
What they're trying to do is keep that momentum up.
Yeah,
keep eyes on the product that people are going to want to watch because they know it's basketball season right now. So every move that they make in this time right now is going to set up this next season for football because everybody's going to be wanting to watch.
That's a perfect.
Everybody's going to want to pay attention. Everybody's going to want to see what's going to go on because there's certain people. Oh, what is shedeur going to do?
Yeah.
Or what is Travis Hunter going to do? Or what is Deion's other son that's playing with Tampa going to do, the safety? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's all.
Let's just do it. Let's just talk about it.
So yes,
but. That's on our own.
Good.
This was Lolly's not lolling.
That's wild.
Lollygaggers.
You wilding.
That's actually crazy.
That's crazy.
Man, I got that on tape. So
Where's your trash can, bro? Where's your trash can, bro?
No, bro, stop.
But we was saying about the
hot picks, yeah.
All right. As far as who I feel like won the draft is the first pick, I would say the Raiders getting Ashton JT.
That was a smart move.
It was smart. It's not something you can say long term, but because you know how running backs shelf life is.
Geno Smith, Gianni, that was fire.
That's what they need right
now running backs are more prominent. I mean, they're getting their prominence back. But the problem that they run into is the injuries. You know what I'm saying? Like running backs lifespans aren't the longest lifespans. in the
But
NFL.
what's good about Gene T, right? What's good about Gene T, right, is actually when he showed up to Boise, not this past season, but when he actually showed up to Boise State, he was in the passing game a lot as a running back.
Yeah, so they
could probably add that back into the element.
Yeah. That is a good thing to have.
He's a receiving back.
He could be both. Like,
so
he's a dynamic player.
Yeah.
When a running back can do both of those things, it makes them more of a longevity.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Because they have more use.
And that running back type is more the profile because you see what the Eagles did with Saquon, they put him in the passing game and it works pretty well. So
it makes him more effective.
So I feel like that pick influences their team like now. Like it's something that we'll see translate next year.
But again, same as the other pick, it puts people back in the arena because they got that huge stadium and no players except for Brock Bowers, and it's kind of sad.
It's Ashton's team now.
That's it. That's all the Raiders got. This is Brock Bowers.
They got the money for it, too.
And they got the money for these players. So yeah,
hey, trade time's coming up. Don't be surprised if the Raiders pick somebody.
They got to make some moves.
Yeah, they have to make some more moves, especially at QB.
Don't be like Jerry.
But so as far as
I feel like I heard what you just said, but I feel like at QB they'll work with what they have for now.
Geno Smith.
They're probably gonna try to tank.
Tom Brady gonna come out of retirement.
Oh, that would be tough. Because he is a part owner of the team.
Yeah.
I forgot
so
about that.
no, but I think they took this draft to say, hey, But then we're gonna start rebuilding.
Yeah, we gonna get.
Well, they got the best player.
I feel like
they felt was on the board still.
I feel like they're comfortable with Geno.
Yeah,
like they feel like because Geno didn't play bad last year. If we're gonna be honest,
really didn't. Yeah,
he didn't play bad with the Seahawks.
He said he was better the year before.
He had to battle with playing time with Sam Howell too.
Yeah,
Sam Howell was also good.
He didn't really have.
He's just too inconsistent, bro.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, well, if we'll be honest.
The thing about Geno, I remember watching him back when he played at West Virginia, and it's like it was so bizarre to see like a black QB play like Tom Brady, but like the NFL was not gonna let that work.
College was
not gonna let that work, and that's sad to say.
That's the exact reason why he's at the Raiders now. Because Brady knows. Yeah, Brady fucks with Geno.
Yeah, he fucks with Geno. Like, you're right. Yeah,
he's like. That similar play style. They got
he's perfect for where they're at as far as rebuilding.
Yeah,
he's perfect. He's gonna get them little wins.
Right.
Not he'll do enough.
So
he'll do the job.
So real quick, right? The best pick of the draft for me isn't anything crazy, but I felt like it's kind of spoke to where the team is headed. So the Panthers taking Tatora McMillan with that pick. Yeah. That's letting me know like this team is not fucking around. Like the NFC South is up for grabs, right? They got Bryce Young back into a rhythm, right? Mm-hmm. They got Brian Thomas Jr. down there. That's the Jaguars. But they got another receiver. I'm forgetting his name, but he's doing his thing, right? Yeah, and then basically, I think it might be
running back.
Yeah, the running back is going crazy, and then the defense is crazy too. So the Panthers are rebuilding, and they're kind of getting overlooked, low key, because of kind of what happened with the drama last year. But when you got Bryce Young, Tatora McMillan, and a fresh offensive line that they drafted over the years and got free agency, and then basically,
but they need to work. They need to add a couple more.
They need to add some defensive players.
They're gonna be good. Try to see what they can find in free agency. Try to move around a little bit. See who's going to practice.
The reason why I think that's the best pick of the draft because that pick instantly made them better than everybody else in their division. I know that's a crazy take, but
no,
the
Saints
and the Falcons are not scary.
Nah, that's an insane take. No. It's a real take.
But yeah, that's my favorite pick of the draft.
I'm gonna say this. My answer for player wise is gonna be politically like the political answer. Obviously, I think that Travis Hunter going to Jaguars is probably the best pick because it was the most that's probably the best player in the entire. I mean, you're a dual threat, bro. You're like the Babe Ruth and the Otani of football. Okay, boom. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go give the best team. Which team drafted the best picks overall? I'm gonna say the Commanders, man.
Really?
Commanders. Look, I'm a Cowboys fan. For those of y'all watching, the Cowboys and a lot of teams, for every team, you're either going to pick players that are going to play right now, or you're going to pick players that are going to be better long term.
Yeah, we did kind of we did pick up like 5 starters.
So the Commanders picked a lot of players. Now I'm not going to give you names. I'm not a fan, but I did look into this.
I know.
So they pick players that are good, that are ready to start right now, day one starters. They're ready to win right now. Now, me as a Cowboys fan, I'm looking at who we picked. More long-term players. Like, these guys might break out in a year or two. Like, you got to season them in.
The funniest part about y'all's draft is now y'all have 3 offensive linemen who's all their first names are Tyler.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Jerry Jones is losing his memory. He had to
You got to think for Tyler's, bro.
You got to think for Tyler.
Tyler 1, Tyler 2, Tyler 3.
I think he's trying to tell you guys something.
Team 1, Team 2, Team 3.
He doesn't care.
We're going to segue to the team that I feel like. So the losers, and we're going to talk about what I think lost.
Biggest loser, yeah.
I would say Chiefs.
Yeah, I see you guys had a bad draft.
It's crazy you say that.
Because usually y'all have a good draft. It's crazy.
I'm gonna be real. Sir, it wasn't bad. It's like, okay,
forgettable players.
We got an O-line lineman from Ohio State for our first round.
He's tough though. Yeah,
he's tough. I'm not. See, that's the thing. I'm not disregarding the picks.
But it's like after that, it's like, what'd you do?
Everything after that, a running back.
But here's where I disagree with you too, because I agree with you, but I somewhat. Here's what doesn't make sense. People said the Eagles, right? They had a great draft too.
The Eagles actually, their draft was like an A minus. Yeah, so I'm looking at that on the board.
Right. I'm like, how does that happen, right? So then I'm like thinking the Chiefs, you didn't make any trades, and all you did was pick just before them every draft pick. So I'm like, what did the Chiefs really pick up? So I looked at who y'all drafted. I was like, dang, y'all really actually just like
they
just like out here cooling, and I don't understand it because it wasn't like that before.
They just let it.
Yeah, but like you gotta, improve your team though.
But you know what's crazy? Though?
In the off season, they're gonna be going crazy.
You know what's crazy though? The thing about the Eagles had to replace a lot of defensive players.
They did, yeah.
So they had to make moves. They had to make moves.
Yeah, they did.
All the people that they had on defense last
year,
they
replaced Brandon Graham with Jihad Campbell, and it pisses me off. That pisses me off. That pisses me off.
Who do you think you had the worst draft?
Well, I said who I thought won. Commander. My losers? The Bengals.
Okay. Oh, that's
interesting. Why.
Yeah.
I did my research.
Okay.
So who drafted who?
Mm-hmm.
Based on that one night when I did my research, I said Bengals easily.
Mm-hmm.
They Bengals ain't have no cap space.
Did they get defense? Because I didn't see their.
My thing is that if I'm a general manager or owner, whatever, if I know what my cap space is, and if I know what players I need to cut to make room for that cap space,
they already fucked up because they
got Joe Burrow.
And Joe Burrow's not taking no pay cut.
No, what I'm saying is, Bengals went to the Super Bowl less than 5 years ago. They can make it back. Mm-hmm. They got Joe Burrow. Either they drive either way, no matter how you cut it, you got 7 picks, regardless of what your cap space is.
Right.
You're going to have to pick players. Now, are you going to draft players that can play now or long term? What did they do? They played long term.
Yeah.
No. With Joe Burrow, with the wide receiver core that you have, with Jamar Chase, and etc.
And T. Higgins.
And play right now.
No, so what they probably picked up was probably mostly defensive players.
They did long term.
They did some crazy
But it's a reason why they do that, because
they had
teams like that, where their cap space is at a certain point, they gotta play in certain areas to where they can be more effective in it.
Right.
I mean, they're gonna have to put some work in for those certain people. Those certain people have to put that work in.
Yeah.
But it's for the benefit of the betterment of the team. That's what they're looking at.
That's what I was gonna going off of what Juan said about the Bengals. I had seen earlier this month, or even before the draft, they had issues with signing the contract with Trey Hendrickson and how he was probably about to leave.
Player, right?
Yeah, defensive player, and how he's about to leave. Part of the argument was right on the other side of the ball. You got the whole Jamar and T. Higgins contracts, right?
The best wide receiver core
that swallowed up a lot of the cap room, right? So Trey Hendrickson just went to the team, was like, "Yo, I just talked to y'all about this earlier this season. Why you over here giving, bro?
But what's name
crazy?
Took a mean pay cut though,
right? But even with the pay cut, the cap room situation is crazy.
It's not who. I don't think it's Jamar Chase. I think
T. Higgins.
He has the worst contract in the NFL right now.
Yeah, it's one of the worst.
He did that for a reason, then.
Yeah, just to try to win. Yeah.
So the pieces that they probably picked up are those pieces that's going to probably help them right now.
Maybe.
But long term can happen as soon as the players just because they don't say that the people that Dallas got.
Let's talk about the shedeur situation. I think his top projection, he got to 2.
Yeah, he was right behind Cam Ward. Yeah,
and then he dropped all the way down week by week. He ended up getting picked
round 3.
No, round 6. Round 6.
Yeah,
it was 6, I think, right?
It was 5. It was
144, something like
144 pick.
Wasn't it?
It was 2 something.
Look, someone look up. I'm pretty sure it was 6.
He got selected.
Yeah, he was bad. No, it was bad.
He got selected day 2.
Yeah.
I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I think it's
someone start.
I talked to somebody at the bar the other day, and this dude was like, he needs to humble himself. He said pretty much he needs to humble himself and he needs to work his ass off because with all that talking, he coming in the NFL, he think that a lot of these dudes are just gonna sweep that under the rug where he either gonna get cracked and somebody gonna be like, welcome to the NFL. But then I'm also thinking like, I mean, maybe it got something to do with his pops. Maybe, they just, because obviously in my opinion, they just being petty, bro. Like, because it's getting to a point of like, he was one of the top people, and how you go to the top people to us waiting that long for him to get a pick. I get people talk their shit and back their things up, but at the same time, it's like, bro, if it was different circumstances, I bet you, and I'm not trying to bring anything in it, that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Yeah, we need to talk our shit, but at the same time, if it was anybody else, bro, they would have probably got top pick off Bucks. 100%. But the fact that is that. My whole thing right now is that he needs to, because isn't he like, he's like second pick, second string, or is he he's not starting? That's what I'm asking.
It's third?
They haven't determined that.
The Bengals, the Browns have like 5 quarterbacks.
Okay, so hold real quick. All I just say is that he needs to not shut up, because people say shut up and dribble. Like, fuck that. He just, what he got to do is show his game on that field, bro. Yeah. He gets his chance to do that shit, bro. And because do we know how long his contract is?
4 years. 1 year rookie is 4 years.
He needs to unfortunately, he's going to go through some.
No, it's like 2.
No, it's typically 2 to 4
with an
years.
extension when you're after like round 2.
So he just needs to ball his ass off, bro. When he gets his chance, do your thing. Don't start slacking at any point, bro. Show them why you gonna get to where you need to go to, and then hopefully he doesn't get hold again, and somebody does actually pick him up that wants to use him.
So my thing to anybody that says that, because I've heard that too, that he needs to be more humble.
He needs to be more humble. Yeah.
But my thing is, why does that bother people so much? Why does his confidence bother you? Like it seems more like a personal thing. You feel me?
You know why it bothers
He's a quarterback. He's nice at what he does. Nigga, he grew up watching his dad be prime. It's prime time.
It's not.
He can back that shit up too.
People so much.
It's not. It's that too.
But hold on. And another thing, when people say, "Oh, he needs to shut up and let his play do the talking," he does that.
He does that.
He puts in the work.
You know who has the most? Who knows the most accurate passer? Oh, before you even say, you know who's the most accurate passer in college football ever in history?
Who?
Shedeur Sanders. Go look it up. I know it sounds insane. And it's so crazy that no one mentioned that. But like, I'll come back to that later. Go ahead. Yeah.
I would say to go piggyback off what you said about why do they feel like that? It's because it's not even just his skin color. And I say that plays a part in it. But what the main part is that the NFL doesn't want nobody to be because as far as flashy people, they let Kirk Cousins get away with that. You know what I'm saying? When he's rocking the chain.
Because of that. Yeah.
Bro, Kirk Cousins.
I said,
Cam Newton.
No, not even Cam Newton. No.
Yeah. George Pickens.
No.
Travis Kelce.
They determine crash outs.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the people that they let get away with it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
The quarterback for Tampa Bay is before Brady got there. White guy. He was doing good. He was on the Redskins he was on Commanders for a second.
Case Keenum?
Nah, it's like Fitzgerald.
Oh, Fitzgerald, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, he had the grills in his mouth with the
yeah.
All that.
He started doing that with us. I was like, bro, cut that
he
shit
did
out.
That in Tampa Bay.
All right, y'all. That's a wrap for episode 6, part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. We're gonna have that out to y'all soon.
Yes, sir.
This is a good part 1. You know what I'm saying? We missed y'all too, man. I miss
Hey,
y'all.
man.
Season 2, man.
I don't know,
You know what I'm saying?
What?
But yeah, y'all.
We out here, man. So now, all jokes.
All bets on the table because the house always wins.
But in reality, stay tuned to what's really coming soon.
Yeah.
Your boy about to be 33 out this shit by Scottie Pippen numbers.
That's Jesus. That's Jesus year, bro.
Yeah.
That's Jesus year. You know what you gotta do, right?
So listen. So yeah, even Larry Bird too. You know what I'm saying? But that's a white man. We talking about black man. You know what I'm saying? But now, all jokes aside, though, man.
Y'all stay tuned for part 2, man. Everything is gonna make sense.
So Jesus here, he's finna walk on
Everything's
Henny.
about to make sense. I just want y'all to know
We're
that.
gonna turn water into
That's the hey,
So water
hey,
to Henny.
hey, that's the new slogan.
No sacrilege.
That's the new slogan for season 2. Everything's gonna make sense. That's the new slogan. Season 2. Everything's gonna make sense.
Everything's gonna
Everything's gonna make sense.
Stay tuned.
Everything.
Stay tuned.
That is a slogan.
Shout out to Coach Pop.
Hey,
Hey, Coach Pop, you gotta stop. It's over.
It's over.
Pop, stop. It's over.
Yeah.
Hey, hit him with
It's
a.
over, Pop.
Where your cane at, nigga?
It's over. You retired. It's over.
See, that's fine.
Hey, that joint on.
Good?
Lolly's
this was
Lolly's
live?
not lolling.
That's wild.
Lollygaggers.
You wild.
I got that on tape. Where's your trash can, bro? Where's your trash can, bro?